Hi everybody and welcome to the Truck King YouTube channel. For 2021, General Motors full-size SUVs are fully redesigned. And if you want a luxurious version, they have a number of them. Cadillac is happy to sell you an Escalade, GMC will sell you a Yukon Denali, or Chevrolet will sell you one of these. That is a Tahoe High Country, and as this one sits right here, it is worth almost $100,000. Now in this video, I want to compare the three of them, talk about what all of them cost, and then really talk about which one of them could be the best for you. Let's start with a walk around on the outside of this High Country. So if you go for this model over the Tahoe Premier, it does bring a number of different styling cues which are unique to High Country. First of all, you can see there you have those kind of gold accents in the grille. You get different chrome accents too down there in the bumper, plus a black, a dark finish. High Country nicely embossed right there in the grille, which is pretty nice as well. Of course, you're getting High Country badging, and then you got to talk about these. That is a set of 22-inch wheels. Now, 22s are standard on the High Country. The set you're looking at here, though, are optional. There are a number of different optional wheels if you want to pump up the styling just a little bit. This set here is over $4,000 Canadian, so expensive to go for those optional wheels, but they definitely look nice. Now, of course, we do get a set of powered running boards on the High Country. Down the side, I should mention the body color mirror caps. Again, the nice chrome accent here. The roof rack up there is even nicely chromed out. And then along the back, well, you guessed it, more chrome. You have a body color applique that doesn't come on other models. And then we do have a quad exhaust down here. This Tahoe High Country looks really nice from the outside. Definitely looks luxurious, and overall it just comes across looking massive. Now, what is under the hood? Well, here in Canada, the Tahoe High Country only comes with the 6.2 liter V8. According to the configurator, that's the only engine you can get here in the High Country, whereas in the US, the Tahoe High Country actually comes with the 3 liter inline-6 diesel as the standard engine. So interestingly enough, the diesel standard in the US, and then you can bump up to the V8. Here in Canada, it is V8 only, and of course, that's what we have. This thing makes 420 horsepower. It's an absolute beast, and I gotta tell you guys, it's a pretty cold day right now, so that's enough of outside. Let me get inside, and we'll go over all the interior features, and then we'll go for a drive. Inside this High Country is a nice place to be, and let me show you some of the unique accents in here. First of all, again, you get a mix of chrome and wood and some really nice accent stitching along the dash. Probably my favorite little feature is this piping that is now being used on the seats. It's in addition to the accent stitching, and I just think it looks really nice. Gives it that rustic cowboy look. High Country, when it first came out in the Silverado, was kind of just brown leather and not much else, but I'm happy to see now you get a lot more. Like I said, wood trim, chrome accents. The leather is actually really nice too, soft to the touch. I appreciate all of that when it comes to the interior of this High Country. There's a ton of technology up front here as well. That is a 10.2-inch touchscreen right there. That's Chevy's rear camera mirror in action. And then there's even this really neat sliding center console. There's a button up top here. Hold it down, and that whole console slides back to reveal all my audio gear on the passenger seat, but also this huge storage down here, plus this neat little storage cubby. Nice place to put a handgun, if you ask me. Not usually a Canadian opinion, but there you go. And then this can slide back forward. So that's really kind of handy dandy. You have two different configurations depending on what you like. And then also, I can't not show you my screen up here in front of me. I love this info screen, very clear, lots of good information and easy to use. You can go left and right, and then within each menu, you can go up and down. Yeah, I think ease of use is definitely important, and the Tahoe is Fairly simple. Now there's a couple more things I can show you down here to the left of the steering wheel. So this bank of buttons, you can see that turns on the 120 volt outlet that's in the back. You have hill descent control, traction control on and off, lane keep assist right there, you can turn on and off. But I want to show you this. This engine does get paired with a 2-speed transfer case. So you get 4 high, 4 low, 2 high, and 4 auto, which is always nice. But right here, this little button, that controls the air suspension. So you press that, and then you turn this dial, and that allows you to adjust the ride height of this Tahoe. You have 4 different settings there, and the air suspension means not only that you can adjust the ride height, but it just rides super smooth. Again, that's enough of me talking about it. Let's go out there and drive now, and I'll tell you more about the differences. Now we're on the road, and I want to start by talking about more of the differences between this Tahoe High Country and the GMC Yukon Denali and the Cadillac Escalade. And first, let me say, we have reviews of the Escalade and the Yukon AT4 towing a travel trailer, plus we have a review of a Tahoe RST towing our concrete blocks. So we've done a bunch of towing with these SUVs. If you want to go check those videos out, they're already on the channel. So we've been in all these SUVs too, and in terms of how they drive, well, they're basically the exact same. The powertrain here is identical, 6.2 V8, 10-speed automatic. When you come up to these high trims, you're getting air suspension plus magnetic ride suspension. Now that magnetic ride is constantly adjusting the damping levels, so, you know, combined with the airbags, these things ride super smooth for big, massive SUVs. Hey you, do you want to win one of these Scepter military style fuel tanks? Well, go below right now, hit the join button and become a member of the Truck King YouTube channel, and we're going to give one away for the first 3 months of this year.
And when you become a member, you get direct access to us. We'll be here to answer your questions regardless of what they are.
You got questions about your truck or car? Reach out to me, I'm a master mechanic. I'll help you out, but only if you hit that join button.
No, where the differences lie truly in this new generation are in the interior designs. If you look at the 3 different interiors, and I can show you all of them right here, they're all different. And that's really the first time in its history that GM has differentiated these models that much. Honestly, there was a time when the Escalade really felt like a gussied up Tahoe. It didn't feel that different. Now that's definitely not the case, especially with the Escalade, because it gets all of those unbelievable screens. Then if you look at the Yukon Denali, this year for the first time ever, Denali has its own special interior. GMC recognizes that Denali is such an important sub-brand for them that those customers want something special. And then here in the Tahoe High Country, this is sort of just the standard interior for the SUVs, but it's totally done up with nicer materials, like I mentioned, the leather and all of the chrome and all of the best technology that you can get. Another thing that is virtually the same between all these SUVs is everything behind the driver's seats. For the 2021 model year, all 3 of these SUVs have gotten bigger, so you have a ton of rear seat legroom, plus a ton of legroom back there in that 3rd row, and you get GM's rear seat entertainment system, which is honestly pretty neat. One of the coolest things it has is navigation, so the rear seat passengers can plug things into the navigation and then send it up here to the driver. There's also 2 HDMI ports back there, so you know, each one of your kids presumably can have their own device hooked up to their own screen. Seems like a great system for keeping everyone in the back happy. Now I need your opinion on exterior styling. Here are the 3 of them in a row, and I gotta be honest, if I had to pick, I think I'm actually gonna take the Yukon out of these 3. I love the way the GMC looks. I think they're smart to give it that big, massive grille. It gives it that big presence. The Cadillac is beautiful too. Definitely a little more technological looking than the other 2. The Tahoe, to me, I don't know why they went with that kind of squinty-eyed Camaro look on the Tahoe. It's the same thing they've done on the trucks. I don't know, doesn't look as tough or commanding to me as the other two. Of course, though, this is all entirely subjective, so I want to hear from you. Which one of these three SUVs looks the best? Now that you have seen all of those differences, let's talk pricing. And honestly, the price walk's a little bit funny to me because the Yukon Denali is actually the least expensive. Here in Canada, the Yukon will sell for $79,798, whereas the Tahoe High Country at the base level starts at $80,898, $1,000 more than that Yukon. When you dig into the configurator, you'll also see that it's easy to get both the Tahoe and the Yukon up to $100,000. So honestly, between these two models, you're not sacrificing much in terms of cost. The choice between the Yukon and the Tahoe is going to come down to personal preference. But if you go for the Escalade, yes, you're going to be spending more. At the base level, the Cadillac is $10,000 more. Here in Canada, it starts at $89,798. Now for the US viewers, the price walk actually stays the same here, although there's a key difference. In the US, all of these models can be had with two-wheel drive. In Canada, they're four-wheel drive only. So all of these US prices are for the two-wheel drive model. The least expensive is the Yukon Denali, starting at $68,195. Then you get to the Tahoe High Country, starting at $69,395. And finally, the Escalade is about 10 grand more, coming in at $76,490 US. So what is the verdict on this High Country? Well, I said it earlier, but I'm going to reiterate. When High Country was first introduced, it was introduced on the Silverado. I was there on that first launch, and it wasn't very spectacular. Like I mentioned, it was basically brown leather in a Silverado, and they called it the High Country, the cowboy package. It just didn't feel all that legit, and that has definitely changed. And it's in the little details. The details like the piping on the seat, the stitching, the actual leather that is used here, the sill plates, the badging, all of those little things come together to make this High Country package feel a little better than it did before. So guys, that is it for this video. Of course, I want to hear your opinion. What do you think of all of these SUVs, and which one would you buy, especially if money was no object? Go down in the comments, let me know. Of course, while you're down there, don't forget to hit like, hit that subscribe button, hit the join button to become a member of the Truck King channel, and then come right back here to Truck King to see what we are testing next. See ya. Get